Well, folks, this is it.
This may come as a surprise to many of you, but for us, it's been inevitable.
And we know you probably have a lot of questions, and instead of trying to ignore them, we'd really like to just face them head on.
And if we're being completely honest, we're just sick of each other's shit.
So, for example, Gavin insists on keeping his shoes off during the show, but all he does is play with his toes the whole time, and it's disgusting.
Another reason is Carson insists that we pray before every show.
All right, I think we're all set up here. I think we got everything good to go. Hey, Gavin, just real quick, one last thing. Do you mind if we do a little prayer before the show?
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Sure. All right.
Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we come today before you and before this show to ask that everything we're doing today is okay, and that we're not going to get in any trouble, and that nothing bad happens, because we're very scared of something bad happening, and only you can make sure that the bad things don't happen.
He says that he's worried that something really bad is going to happen.
Please, 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 please bless us. I'm so scared of what might happen.
I don't know what he means by that.
Gavin has tried many times to put Prime bottles on the set. We are not sponsored by them, but he thinks if Logan Paul sees the show, that he will send us money?
Carson has tried multiple times to introduce a dance segment in which he shows off his special Monster Mash dance move.
In 2006, for Gavin's 7th birthday, I got him carpet slides. I have never seen him use them once.
What does that have to do with anything? Carson has asked numerous times to invite his friend Gofford on. Gofford does not exist. Gofford is not real. Gofford only exists in Carson's imagination. So anyway, those are just some of the reasons why this podcast must cease to exist in the manner in which you've all known it for the last 3 years.
That's right. We are taking a break, but just for 1 week, and then our new chapter begins.
Folks, we're not going anywhere. As AI starts to take over, we're finally making the big move into the virtual world.
Well, that is true, but it's also because I'm moving thousands of miles away to Los Angeles, California.
Right, yeah, that's much less important. Well, folks, here's to one last in-person ride. Then we'll see you in the metaverse.
You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now. Or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAK Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode. We got you. Look at your face, dude. Look at your freaking face. Look at their face.
Oh,
dude.
what are you gonna cry?
Oh, we got you.
Fucking pussy. You're a pussy.
Got you. I bet you believed it the whole time.
You believed it the whole time. You were like, these guys are done.
You guys were probably like, what the hell?
What in the hell? No, folks, we have 150 more episodes to go, and then we're done. That's it. I'm not done yet.
We got only like 3.5 more years.
It's just 3.5 more years. No, that was a little. We did a little.
We did a little thing called what they call in the comedy world a little bit.
A little bit. We did a little baiting. We did a little clickbait, bait and switch. Maybe if that term works for that, I don't know. But it was a little bit of clickbait, to get some, because I suspect that maybe putting this out there will get some viewers who maybe don't watch us frequently or. you know,
And
even
then the
ones
fall
who do.
afterwards is going to be great too.
Yeah. Because they'll be like, wait a minute, what? I didn't know. What the hell? What,
They told me
what
they were
happened?
done.
They said they were done. And then they watch and they're like, oh, and now you're watching this and you're like, wait a minute. No, folks.
Make the episode after the week off. Make it we're back.
Okay, I'll do that. Because this one's we're done.
Yeah.
That'll be we're back.
Yeah.
It'll be about how we mended
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But we have to be separate because we got a
Yeah.
restraining
Well, yeah.
order.
Right. Of course.
No, folks. If
It
you
looks
didn't,
good on our fan Wikipedia.
oh yeah, dude, on our wiki feed.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, folks. That was just a little bit that we put together that we filmed last week, actually. And in case you didn't hear last week's episode or you don't know what's going on, why did we do that? It was, you know, it did have the actual messaging in there at the end, which is the fact that we are splitting apart, but still doing the show. But Carson, is moving to Los Angeles, California. Literally a week from tomorrow, I'll be moving in, which is absolutely insane to say that out loud because that doesn't even make any sense in my head.
Well, you're
Seems
leaving
so
Saturday, so in my
inconceivable.
head you would
leaving
just get
Sunday.
right. So you're leaving Sunday, so in my head it would be like, oh well, for me it was just doing it all in one day. So any
Just
other
moving all in one. Yeah, exactly. Like that's all I've ever done with a move is like
Yeah. So doing it
all
more
done
than one day
in
is
But to think about it, it's like it's weird because I've broken it down. Not to dwell on this anymore, but it's 1,800 miles. And I was
you're
looking at
driving
it,
180 miles an hour,
180 miles an
so
hour.
you'll be there in 10 hours.
How fast does the doctor get there?
Right.
Let us know in the comments.
Sound off in the
1,800
comments.
miles, and I was looking at it last night, and I was like, holy shit, I'm on this one highway for 382 miles.
Hell yeah.
Scroll down a little bit more. Holy shit, I'm on this other highway for 530 miles.
Yeah,
Scroll
baby.
down a little bit more. Holy shit, I'm on another highway for 780 miles.
You're in for a treat, man.
That's going to be a whole day on one highway probably. Well,
Day and a
probably,
half.
yeah, probably. No, probably a day. More than likely close to a full day on one fucking highway.
Yeah, baby.
I was like, what the fuck? Because like you see 1,800 miles and you're like, that's an inconceivable amount. That's crazy, 24 to 27
Are you
hours.
gonna get one of those bumper stickers that those marathon runners will get, or the half marathon
Yeah.
runners will get, where it's like 1,800 instead?
This car drove 24 hours.
Yeah. This machine turns undriven roads into driven roads.
To driven roads. Because they have the ones for the Jeep. It's like this Jeep climbed this mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll get that. We'll put it on the moving truck.
I've
I'm
never
sure they'll
seen
be
that
okay
one.
with that. You never seen those?
No, I've seen this machine turns undriven roads into driven roads.
That's a thing?
No.
Got me. Guess I'm not the only one getting clickbaited over here. But yes, I'm moving. We will continue to be doing the podcast just virtually, like how we started it.
But it won't sound any different.
No, it will not sound any
Shouldn't.
different. It'll just look different if you watch it. But even then, it's like it's just us not sitting right next to each other.
Right.
Nothing else will change, and we'll continue. We'll both be back for the holidays, or at least should be. So when we're back together, we'll film again in person.
I will be.
What's up?
I will be. I'll be off.
Right.
I'll be getting off. You know what I'm
I'll be
saying?
getting off. Or maybe sooner, you never know. Who knows? But most likely, anytime we're back together though, we'll be doing in person again. But,
Absolutely.
But yeah, nothing changes. It's just we're not in the same room anymore. But yeah, so if you didn't hear last week's episode, we kind of go into a little bit more detail about all of that. But yeah, this is the final in-person episode, which is crazy. Dude, there's just so much shit and emotion going on especially this week and this past 2 weeks, where it's like I'm like not purposefully numbing anything out, but like I can't help it but not numb everything out to where it's like nothing feels fucking real at all.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
It is actually just going to be me and Spencer though.
Yeah, because little maybe soft announcement. Your brother
maybe got a job, got a real job
in Arizona.
in Arizona. So
He'll be moving
He'll
as
be
soon
out
as he's
there,
done in Minnesota,
yeah.
which would be crazy. So he'll be
So-
closer to me, so I
yeah.
gotta have him all to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. 6.5 hours away.
It's
Cool. I just realized you have to drive through New Mexico.
Yeah, because we're going to. I'll just give everybody. We'll just dox myself real quick because literally anybody could figure out our route, but you won't know where we are on what day. we're taking the southern route
Uh-huh.
because you can either go straight like through Colorado, which is a lot of mountains to deal with, or you can go south. You go through
Desert.
the desert. You go through Oklahoma, all of New Mexico, a little bit of Texas. This isn't in order, so don't.
Yep.
You geography nerds, get off my ass.
Well, I already got you. I already got you tagged, man.
And then we go through all of Arizona,
Uh-huh.
and then up through California, and then
Stop in
Burbank.
Tijuana for me, please. Pick up some crazy shit.
yeah, we're going to the Buc-ee's in Tijuana.
Uh-huh.
It's called Buckeyes because
Uh-huh.
it's bootleg.
Right.
We don't have the rights to Buc-ee's down there, but so we're gonna swoop through there and come back up.
Yeah. Cool.
And it's gonna be very hot. like most places are like 90 to 105. So it's gonna be really hot. We're
Should be
driving
your own
right under
undoing.
the Mojave Desert.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't have to pull over at any point in time.
Did see a video of a guy like his car breaking down in the desert and then walking out out of his car in the middle of the desert for some reason.
Sorry, I'm just drinking my
Totally.
quadruple shot Crown Royal.
Totally normal Coke.
It's so gross and my stomach doesn't feel good and I'm getting stuck on this thing. The good thing is that the truck rental company I'm renting through
Cut you a deal.
cut me a deal. No, they did not. No, they did not, Kevin. They didn't at all. They have 24-hour roadside assistance, no matter where you are. As long as you have cell service. We're taking obviously a truck and a car, so one person can go.
Did you
drive
get the 15?
15 footer?
Yeah, like the iPhone 15.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I think you might have satellite calls on there.
Ooh, you might be right. Which would be good, but either way, we have another car. And then I also noticed that my car has a 24-hour roadside assistance thing, so should be fine. It's just we might be stuck in the heat, if that happens. It won't happen though. But
Who's
yeah,
there?
so hello, our first guest is coming out. It's a big episode today, guys. No, it's just pretty standard.
Yeah, we were loaded with guests.
The other thing, final announcement, and we'll move on to do the actual episode because you can't just. It's not a meta podcast where you just talk about it the whole time. Next week, there will be no episode. For the first time in 3.5 years, we are taking a week off completely for obvious reasons. I don't think I need to explain that.
I'll be posting every day next week, though.
Gavin will be
stories.
doing some live streams on our
Yeah.
on our Instagram page, so go check those out.
Yeah.
I did think about asking if you wanted to do a podcast yourself. But then I was like, that seems kind of unfair that I'm taking a cheeky week off and making Gavin do something.
I don't care.
But then I was like, there is that one week that Gavin did take off.
Yeah, because I was literally couldn't talk.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, pal. But I
I'll get
decided not to
Quinn.
do that. We'll do that another time. I think that'd be fun. Because I also needed time to figure that all out with you.
Yeah.
Because you're stupid and I know you want to be able to figure it out yourself.
Oh, no.
And you'd end up breaking something catch fire.
Yeah,
It'd be
exactly.
a real mess. So what are we doing this week, Gavin? I'm glad you asked.
Carson, what do we got on the docket today?
We're going to talk a little bit about the Olympics. I abstain from watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because it's just, a big capitalist gross mess of money that, they just go to, not Paris as a poor country, but they'll usually go to a poorer country and then make it look like it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Russia.
And put all of this fucking money into it.
Russia, Sochi 2016.
Yeah. Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I also feel empathetic.
I forgot they did it in Rio.
Yeah. And I think
Was
that's
that
where
in 2020? 2021?
I don't remember. I can't remember.
Well, anyway.
Isn't that where they put the walls up though?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Which I do feel empathetic towards the athletes because it's like,
Oh, that was 2016.
okay, I thought it was
Fuck.
longer ago because a lot of these sports are kind of obscure in a sense. And
Tokyo
Tokyo, yeah,
was
yeah.
2020.
And so
Another
what
poor
other
country.
stage would these athletes get to show their talents besides the Olympics? It just sucks that it's just this fucking money, giant where they're just putting, countries are just shitting out money
Money
that they
that
could
they
otherwise use for other
yeah,
things.
Yeah, more humanitarian aid maybe.
Exactly.
Towards
And-
maybe their own devices too.
Yeah,
Their own
literally.
country.
In 4 years, it'll be in LA.
Yeah.
So
So I'm sure LA will be putting a lot of money in a lot of really good places.
Yeah, and
in the years leading up to.
and they'll
that.
find a place to relocate all the homeless people.
Right. No, for sure they
Temporarily.
will. Absolutely. Well, they are building a homeless
I'm
person
sure-
hotel. Do you hear that?
Yeah, they're taking over one of the old hotels,
Yeah.
I think.
And then they're also putting litter boxes in elementary schools.
Yeah, they are doing that.
They are doing that.
I
for a
got
fact.
I'm already in all the chat boards out there, and I already got a notice from the school
Wow.
district.
That's
My
really
daughter.
Good. Really good, man.
I'm sending my daughter to the Burbank
baby Abigail.
Public School District.
Sorry, I didn't mean to dox her name like
Come
that.
on,
but
dude. Don't say my daughter's name. Keep my daughter's name out your fucking mouth.
Keep my daughter's name out your mouth.
But anyways, I feel for those athletes because I want them to show
It's
their
one
talents.
giant fuck fest, though.
Oh yeah, dude, they're fucking on those cardboard beds.
They can't. Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be unfuckable. The beds, not
That's
not
what
the
I'm saying.
people.
I'm like, what are you trying to say
The
right
beds,
now?
not the people.
Are you saying Simone? Just kidding. But yeah, so I feel for that, especially. I mean, I have to because I'm a fucking avid disc golfer.
Disc golfing is an Olympic sport.
No, but it's an obscure sport, and
You never know what will happen.
I think it could happen. I really do think it could happen.
One thing I was thinking of.
I don't
what
know
does-
anything.
What does ping pong have to do with the summer? Couldn't you just do that inside in the winter?
Yeah, I wondered that. I don't know. That's a good question. What do
They did
Because
introduce.
you could also do curling in the summer. It's inside,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Fucking, that's my favorite sport, curling.
Well, I used to practice outside
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
I would curl.
Whenever we grew up in Canada.
Yeah, when we were curling.
Remember when we were curling in Canada? But anyway, so we don't talk about it a lot, but I have to talk about it this week. I forgot that I'm still going through the topics right now.
He's getting a little shrunk tonight,
A
boys.
little bit. My brain is not unavailable. Following the wave of people unboxing old food and MREs and consuming them, sometimes, not all the time,
LAB style.
LAB style, I thought it would be fun if we did one of those of our own because I've had this Play Safe one lubricated condom that's from either between the 70s or 90s.
Let's see.
I found it in a old World War II military jacket, and it's not from then, obviously, because I looked up comps online, PSA graded condoms, and it's
Probably.
it's a vending machine condom,
Uh-huh.
one that you just get out of the little coin operated thing. But I don't think they make them in boxes anymore. I'm pretty sure they all come in the little foil pouches.
Yeah. With the lube just dripping out of the package.
dripping like it just
It's
they slide,
disgust-
they
yeah,
get stuck in the machine, and it's like if you've never seen one. I almost put this in my mouth. If you've ever seen one of those condom machines, it's just a pair of lips, and it just like you gotta pull it out of the wet lips. It opens for you, and a tongue comes out. So we're gonna open it up. We're gonna eat it. No, we are gonna unbox it though because it was on our podcast set for a while, and then it's just been sitting up there. And I was walking over to put it in the trash, and I was like, oh wait, and I was a little high, and I was like, oh wait, I should open this up right now, shouldn't I? And I was like, wait, let's do it on the podcast. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna see where the night takes us.
Do you want to take the camera off the tripod and do it?
Yeah, maybe
we can film
do
it on the
that.
table.
That'd be cool.
Do you have gloves?
No.
All right.
I can open it if you want to. If you're a little.
No, I don't care. I'm just saying, like,
does-
that's usually what they
could
do
have-
is like open it up with gloves, right?
That's true.
I think it's just
going
going to turn to powder whenever you open it up.
I don't know,
go.
man. It is latex, and latex does not hold up over time.
What?
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
The old masks from
Yeah.
horror movies always fall apart. So we're gonna do that. We are gonna finally bid farewell to Redbox because we didn't do that last week. Kind of old news, but I want to talk about that because I got, we talk about movies quite a bit here now, and I have good memories with Redbox, and I'm sure Gavin does too because he's got a better memory than I do. So we're gonna do that. I have a look what I found about the Helen Keller Festival, which should be interesting. If we have time, a little Carson Cinema Corner about the new Twisters, and then Birdemic. We watched that. If there's time, and then of course a Nextdoor Drama, the final in-person Nextdoor Drama. That has
Which is going to happen.
What's up?
Which is going to happen. That one's going to happen this week.
Nextdoor Drama?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's going
We
to
are
happen.
doing that.
We're doing that.
We are doing that. And it's a little homage to Gavin
Yeah.
and his old work.
Yeah.
Where he used to work. So we got a lot to get to. Let's not waste any time.
So did you
more
see
time.
they made fun of Jesus, Christianity, and made them into drag queens, Carson?
At the opening ceremony?
Yeah, they did that, and it was all actually related to the four horsemen of the apocalypse. It was related to making fun of Christians and like making fun of the devil. Dude, this shit is permeating everything. I don't think you realize this, man.
No, I realize it, dude. I am really offended by what was happening out there. And I won't stand for it. That's why I don't stand for the Olympics, is because of that.
Because of this stuff. Because of this type of
Because
shit.
of this crap. And then they play this damn devil music.
This woke bullshit.
This woke devil music. So the reason I did not watch the opening ceremony.
No, me
could
neither.
not care any less.
They did have a zip line.
Did they really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's actually a Summer Olympic sport is zip lining.
Zip lining, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They go to fantastic caverns and
Yeah.
zip line.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, I can't. You know what's my favorite thing? Not to keep talking about the road trip, but my favorite thing about road trips is I love laughing at the
Zip-lining.
stupid fucking billboards.
Oh,
All
yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
billboards are so funny.
Make a list.
Yeah, I will. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm gonna. You already know I'm gonna have too much to talk about.
Oh
that
yeah,
first
well
week
that's
back.
gonna be the Carson episode. I should just do an episode our
Just
week
you
off.
talking. You're more than welcome to. I'm not stop. You're gonna have all your own shit.
If I have my own devices,
I'm off the show. Gavin kicks me.
I'm gonna have
off
a
the show
Rush
when I
Limbaugh
leave.
type show where I'm just talking to myself in a locked room.
You know it's okay if you want to have sex with your stepsister. Oh wait, that was Dennis Prager, not.
Well, that's the same thing.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah,
to
same
me.
bullshit.
Damn it, Rush. So the only reason I gave a shit at all about the opening ceremony, and I heard this before, but I was like, I'm not gonna watch it because who knows when this is gonna happen. I heard that Gojira, the metal band from France,
Which has toured in St. Louis.
which has been to St. Louis. I did see them live. I will admit that I only saw them live because Knocked Loose was opening for them. But before then, I became a big fan of them. Now I'm a huge fan of them. I love Gojira.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
like-
Now you are, dude.
I know. They're like the metal band that didn't get enough respect until like later in their career, which is so bizarre to me. Because they're fucking amazing and like better than most metal bands, in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, just
Bold
saying.
claim, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. And I heard they were playing at it, and I was kind of like,
And you were like,
All right.
I wanted to go.
I was going to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, I was gonna go just to watch a Gojira.
At the opening ceremony, and I wanted to see LeBron hold the flag out in the river, out in the Thames,
Right. River Thames.
Like
River Seine.
George Washington.
The
George
Seine.
Washington. The Seine. That's right. It's not the Thames.
Same
I did see
shit.
that the
same shit,
The
different day.
fucking mayor swam in that.
Yeah, I did
She
see
finally
that.
did it. She did a little pop up
Yeah, good for her.
because she was scared they were gonna put the shit in the water.
Well,
I
they
wonder if ever
did.
Did they do that?
I don't know.
Ah, damn it. We gotta follow up.
We have
Um,
that one hookup in France. We have that Nice.
We have that Nice Matin.
Yeah, Nice
Ryan
Matin.
Sukar.
Yeah, Ryan Tukar. We could text him.
That was in France.
Yeah.
I wonder how close Nice is to Paris, though. I don't fucking know. I've never been out of the country. Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's even real. And then afterwards, Stereo Gum, everyone was posting about it, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta find this clip. And then I finally watched it, and it's very short. No surprise at all. They probably played for about 4 minutes, but like heavy stuff, like full on like, scream lyrics and shit, like on the fucking big, like they were hanging out of like the
Yeah,
building doing
yeah.
it. Did you see it at all?
I did see that, yeah.
And it was
They were
great.
making fun of Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, because they did they were holding her head.
Yeah.
And then
And
like
it's like
they
that's the
combined
fucked up
it.
devil shit that they were doing.
Yeah, and they like transitioned from Les Mis into Gojira.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they were like doing a Les Mis thing, and then Gojira came out, and it was fucking sick. It was so cool. I watched it because NBC, shout out, second floor website.
Yeah. After artnet.com.
And then below NBC is kevinhartnet.com.
Right.
Because I love Kevin Hart. Did you
Right.
see the little
Lil Wayne.
he did a little rap thing with Kai Cenat.
I did see that.
I watched it. Very funny stuff.
Good for you, man.
Very funny stuff. K Hart. Love you, brother. It was fucking sick. It was so cool. And it was just like so cool. I feel like, I don't know if I'm just more tuned into it because I am, metal music is kind of my thing and I pay more attention to it. But I feel like metal music is finally having its moment in like the pop culture, like in like, not in pop culture. What am I trying to say? In the mainstream pop culture.
Yeah, the mainstream media.
Like Turnstile.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
then
say
like,
Turnstile.
like even Metallica.
Oh yeah,
with Fortnite and stuff.
Oh my god, dude, they were all over.
Metallica's kind of always been in the mainstream pop culture.
They've been the biggest rock band for a long time,
for sure. And then even like Knocked Loose getting widespread popularity. Selling out big venues here, and they're just gonna keep growing, getting recognition from like Demi Lovato and shit, and like it's really cool to see. And again, I don't know if I'm just more like I just notice it more, but. And then now to have Gojira playing at the opening ceremony of the Olympics is like fucking so bizarre. Yeah. Like that's so weird. Like I couldn't believe that happened. But yeah, that was fucking sweet. And I was like, okay, I don't really want to watch the Olympics. I'm like trying not to watch it, but I had to watch that. And then I see this fucking story that NBC reported on. Again, we love NBC. Did you hear about this at all?
What was it?
So an Australian field hockey star, Matt Dawson, amputates portion of finger to play in 2024 Paris Olympics.
I did not see this.
You did not see this at all?
I saw the Canadian women's soccer team coach getting banned for a year, and then them getting deducted 6 points in the Olympics
for what?
For filming rival teams' practices with a drone.
Oh shit. That's that's what the Patriots did to the Rams.
Yeah, it is.
Not with a drone. But
with the real people. But I think she did it.
She was just taking her DJI out.
Yeah, she's like, oh, look.
Especially Canadian.
Yeah.
I am going to take my drone out and fly it in the sky. I am a French Canadian. My name is Sacre Bleu.
Sacre Bleu.
God damn.
Yeah, but that is
French.
like a dumb story. That's another dumb story. But I've never heard of this one.
So,
do you want me to pull up that one?
Maybe. No, I mean, if there's more to go into it. Oh, I wish they had I'll have to pull up the picture. Let me pull up the picture first.
Is there a picture of him like ripping it off or something?
No. Oh. I'll give you the full story. But I just want to show you the picture first because he's healed up now. So this is what he looks like currently. I don't know if you can see this, Gavin. I'll put this on screen, but
wait. Oh, okay.
So
did he have like leprosy or something?
No. So here's the story of what happened. I'll just read from NBC. So the 30-year-old athlete badly broke his finger after he was hit by a hockey stick during a training session in Perth 2 weeks ago, and this was posted on the 26th. So what was that? What day was that? Thursday?
That was like 3 weeks ago at this point.
No. Oh yeah, 3 weeks ago now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like 2 weeks before opening ceremony, because this was Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he says, this is going to ruin the world tour.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to ruin the world tour energy. So he says, quote, first quarter, maybe only 6 minutes in, opposition went to drag the ball in a mishandle, and unfortunately, my stick in hand was in the end of his swing zone and pretty much took me finger off, which is, pretty crazy, he said from Paris on the podcast Parlez-vous hockey. Parlez-vous hockey. Thank you, Gavin. On July 20th. The injury turned out to be a bit more serious than I first thought, he explained. Doing British. He tried to stand up and pretty quick and eventually sort of passed out lying on the change room floor. Probably a bit of shock, to be honest with you. I don't know what accent I'm doing now. But yeah,
close enough.
So the doctor said his injury would take 4 to 6 months to recover, meaning he'd have to miss the game. So if they tried to heal it with a cast, it would have taken months to heal.
I'm
so
surprised, to be honest with you, I'm surprised athletes don't do this more often.
I mean, but how many?
He's dedicated to the game.
But how many sports would it be beneficial for you to chop a part of your finger off to make sure you can still play? Because basketball, you have to use
no, like if it was like your
non-dominant hand,
if it was like your guiding hand, then yeah,
it's still probably. I mean, you're still.
There's people that have been in the NBA with less than a finger.
I believe
gone.
I believe it. I can't think of
Football.
any. I can't think of any, which makes me think that maybe it's not a.
Not a huge thing.
Not a great idea.
No. Football.
Yeah, but there's football.
American football.
Yeah, there's American.
Yeah, and then also just football.
But there's also American football stars who have literally gotten their hands blown off by fireworks and had
played.
to retire.
No.
They had to. I'm pretty sure.
He played.
Not the one.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
I don't know. Peter Paul Mary.
I think. No, he had
Jason
his
Peter
hand
Paul
still.
and Mary.
I think he still had his hand.
The guy I'm thinking of, his hand. There is no way. His hand was decimated. I mean, I'm wrong. I don't fucking know anything about sports. God damn it. Or he could amputate his finger and make it to the competition. Dawson chose the latter. Are you finding it?
Try to find it.
Because I'm going to need to see a picture of the same guy. Because I think there's, I'm not joking, I want to say there's been multiple, I need to see a picture of him holding up his hand.
Oh.
That's the only way I know. Because I think there's, I want to say there's multiple, okay, I don't need to see that though. Jesus Christ, I meant like now.
Oh, well, he lost some fingers. He didn't lose a whole hand.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I think there's multiple NFL players who have blown their hands off from fireworks. It could be the same guy.
Shaquem Griffin didn't have a hand. He was born without one.
Who's
Fuck you,
that?
dude.
He's the NFL guy?
For a year.
Oh, well. I don't know any other sports where it'd be beneficial, to be completely honest.
Swimming?
No. Hockey, soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey, soccer. I mean, like any,
Baseball,
some gymnastics.
A guy with no hand.
Yeah,
a guy with no hand
threw
threw a no-hitter, dude.
Guy with no hand?
Yes.
He had no hands.
One hand. He had one hand and he threw a no-hitter.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Okay.
But he was pitching with the... Which hand was he pitching with?
That's for you to imagine. No, I'm not. He'd get banned for sticky stuff.
He just had like a
a catapult.
Yeah, but like one of those. I can't think of what the sport is, but it's like a
lacrosse.
scoop. It's like a scoop.
Lacrosse.
It's almost like a scoop where like you fling the ball out. You know what I'm talking about?
Field hockey.
No. Anyways, he said he called his wife after talking about the amputation with a surgeon, and she warned him against making a rash decision.
Don't make such a rash decision.
With all of the information, I had to make the decision in a pretty short period of time. I still decided to take it, and I can still have a pretty good function in life with just a little less finger to worry about.
Dawson said on the podcast. The surgery ultimately took off about an inch from the end of his right ring finger, just below the top knuckle.
If taking the top off me finger was the price I had to pay, that's what I would do. If we get the gold in the end, it's not really a big price to pay then. Now Dawson is in Paris for his third Olympic appearance.
And they haven't gotten gold since.
With the Kookaburras.
The Kookaburras.
Australian men's hockey team will play Argentina Saturday. Yeah. So yeah, man, took a part of his finger off to fucking play it. But that's still like, dude, 2 weeks before your first game. That's a quick heal time for a fucking amputation.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
They just sewed it up and they're like, get back out on the field, mate.
You good to go, mate?
You good to go? Get out there.
Take some Vicodin before you go out and play, and you'll be all right.
You'll be all right, mate. So this is the other story that's coming out of the Canadian news. Okay, so Canada's women's soccer coach suspended over drone scandal, which may be part of a systemic issue, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Canada women's soccer coach Bev Priestman was suspended and removed from the team for the Paris Olympics in the wake of a drone spying scandal on Friday, and the head of Canada Soccer said he was investigating a potential systemic ethical shortcoming.
Whoa. I have one of
Let me
those.
find. I keep trying to...
Trying to find the footage.
Oh, it says she'll step away from the teams. There it is. This is the correct one because I rerouted 3 times to get this article. Thank you, AP.
Thank you, baby.
Canada women's soccer coach Bev Priestman said Wednesday she'll step away from the team's opening game against New Zealand at the Paris Olympics in the wake of a drone scandal. New Zealand complained to the International Olympics Committee's integrity unit after it said drones were flown over closed practice sessions earlier in the week. Canada, the defending Olympic champion, was set to open the Paris Games on Thursday against New Zealand in Saint-Étienne. In the fallout of the complaint, 2 staff members, assistant coach Jasmine Mander and Canada soccer analyst Joseph Lombardi, were sent home, the Canadian Olympic Committee said Wednesday.
Lombardi, like the trophy guy.
Yeah. Priestman said she was voluntarily removing herself from the opener with the interests of both teams in mind and had to ensure everyone feels that the sportsmanship of this game is upheld. In a statement, Priestman also apologized to New Zealand. So, yeah, they did that.
They did that.
Yeah, so that just happened.
So that's our Olympic hour.
Yeah.
How have you been, man? What are you up to?
I started a new rotation today and ready to learn
Yeah.
a lot.
Ready to learn?
Yeah.
What are you learning? What are you learning about, dude?
Learning about how Medicare works, all that type of thing. What?
What's
is there any other tricks up your sleeve there? Or?
What? Did you want some?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
No, I'm okay. Wow, I really don't like that. Why do you slam it down like that, man?
That's what you got to do.
All right, man.
That's part of it.
So we're going to open
Did you want some or?
No, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I'm okay.
You don't want any Boost Oxygen Breathe menthol flavor? Menthol eucalyptus flavor?
No, what the fuck?
Just take a look at it. You don't have to. It's not going to hurt you. Just grab it. Dude, don't waste it all. It's the good shit.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know what that is? It's for breeze.
What is it?
It's for breeze, but for your lungs. It's to make your breath smell.
No, it's not.
It's not. That is canned oxygen.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
You have?
Yeah, I have. My mom has one in her room.
Does she really?
It's supposed to help with headaches.
I thought you were gonna. It's supposed to help with headaches.
Yeah, if you get
Oh, I didn't know that.
You have a certain type
I was
of headache,
hoping
it
you were
can
gonna think I was doing like Whippits or something. What did you think? Did you know what it was at
help.
first?
I did know what it was,
Oh,
but I was
okay.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought you were gonna think that I was doing like Whippits or
No,
something.
no, it's okay.
No, it's okay. You can stop doing that.
Are you gonna use it?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Whenever
No,
you get up to
I was
Arizona,
like-
when you get to Arizona,
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna be like,
mountains?
I'm gonna be in the U-Haul and be like, oh, holy shit. No, I bought it to do as a bit because I wanted to. I didn't think you would know what it was, so I was
no,
like,
I know
I
what
can
that
scare him with it. But I have to, you know me, I'm all about originality. I don't like
Right.
to take people's bits, but so I have to give credit where credit's due. There was a clip of Keemstar going around.
Wonderful guy, by the way.
Great guy. That Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast posted on his story of him hitting one of these, and then he slammed it on a table. And I didn't know what it was. And Ethan was like, what the fuck is he doing there? Is that like Febreze? Because it looks like a fucking like Febreze.
It does, yeah.
It looks like something you would use to clean your toilet. It does.
Yeah, it does.
And so I was like, what the fuck is that? And then on their next episode of the H3 podcast, Ethan like pulled one out and like hit it and then slammed it on the table.
Okay, I see, yeah.
And I was like, what? That's a thing? I'm like, I gotta buy that because it looks like a fucking something you'd be doing like Whippets out of.
5 liters?
Yeah, dude. Do you feel how light it is?
Yeah.
And it literally says when you.
I can't believe that's 5 liters of air, though.
Yeah, dude.
Does it taste good? Like, do you taste anything?
It tastes like menthol. You just try it.
I'm not doing it
It's
after you
just
put
oxygen.
your
Why,
dirty
dude?
lips on it, man. I'm okay.
You don't want to try it?
No, I'm okay.
No, I don't blame you. It is kind of gross. Like, why would you share this? What are you holding out there? Hey, Batman.
Batman?
Hey, lived in the
I
dark.
was born in the dark.
So yeah, dude. Boost oxygen. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, so it does taste like menthol, which is a little bizarre. I gotta be honest with you, as somebody who suffers from
This is cultural appropriation. From asthma.
From asthma. I don't know where the cultural appropriation thing was.
No,
I'm not gonna continue with it. Someone suffers with asthma. I tried this earlier because I just wanted to see what it was like before I whipped it out and did it on the show, just in case something crazy happened.
Right.
It does not do anything.
No,
I feel
no,
absolutely. My lungs don't feel any better. They don't feel any worse. It just. It does. I don't.
Yeah, I could have told you
there's
that.
no point.
Yeah.
To this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, it's fun to just.
It is funny.
It is funny because like when the boys come over on Saturday, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, you guys mind if I?
I gotta take a breather real quick.
But if everybody knows it,
well,
I gotta take a breather. Real
now
quick.
everybody's gonna know what it is. I knew what it was already though. Unfortunately or fortunately, it's not because I've done it Whippets with it or anything like that.
You didn't do Whippets with it?
No, I did not. I have not. That's a joke.
It doesn't get you high, dude. It's just oxygen. Come on.
All right, let's get to our unboxing though. Come on, stop beating around the bush. I should turn on some sex music.
Do you want me to take the camera off the tripod?
You know how to do it?
Yeah,
Do you
go
trust
ahead.
yourself enough?
No, I'll do it.
Do you know how to do it? Really?
No, I know.
Okay. I'm putting my trust in you while I look for sex music. Let's see what I can find. I'm just going off on a limb here. This is the first time we've ever done a...
Yeah, I got it.
It's not very good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find sex music. Yeah, come and sit down. Here we go. This is kind of sex music.
You want to unbox it on the table?
I can just do it right here. So we gotta. I was gonna try and put it around this and try and blow it up. I was thinking too.
Oh yeah, you could
If
try that.
If
but
it is
it's gonna
intact.
crumble.
All right. This is why we need stands, because I'm gonna have to do this in the crotch.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna do it in the crotch. I'm gonna turn myself up. Just a little bit so I can put it down here. Oh, I gotta turn you up now too. Oh, are you gonna do it?
No,
or are you gonna hold it?
no,
Okay.
I'll hold it. I'm holding it.
So
I'm just shot crouching you here.
here we have a play safe. Ignore my disgusting finger.
Okay.
And it says fun to wear on the top, and then it says read instructions inside right there. It's got all the info back here. So let's go and open it up. We're at the sex clubs right now. Gavin can't hear the music. A little tough to open. You can see why they stopped putting them in boxes. Couldn't imagine getting intimate with a lady and trying to open up one of these. But it would, well, I don't know if it'd be more safe than carrying it with the foil. I feel like the foil pouches are probably much more safe. Just trying to see if there's a smell. It's not flavored or anything. Okay, so we have the wrapper off here. Now we got it out. Okay. Ooh, kind of smells like crayons. Oh, they got it in a bag inside the box. So condoms have been shown under laboratory conditions to obstruct passage of the AIDS virus. They should be much more widely available.
Definitely
and
80s.
Consistently used. Report of the National Academy of Sciences. So, oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that?
It's not really focusing well on it.
So, you're too close. That's probably why. You see it now? Is the camera seeing it?
Yeah, the camera's seeing it.
It's,
I'm just trying to see it with my own two eyes.
Oof, there's like a, oh yeah, it's already crumbling. So I might not even open it up. Let's just see. Okay, the outside's pretty firm still. Feels like a noodle. But the inside is like crunchy as hell. Oof. I don't know if we're getting much further in this. It's really gross. Let's open the instructions up. Oh, it even shows you. Maybe we can't show this part. Oh yeah, no, we can't show this part because it's showing. It is in fact showing a penis. So that's kind of fun though. Throw condom away. Never reuse condoms. So I didn't know that.
Did you actually not know that?
That's good. We'll keep that. All right. Well, I guess we should.
Jesus, man, that's why I wanted to wear
Oof.
gloves, man.
I might need those paper towels. I'm just gonna do it, I guess.
Yeah, you already said
Okay, it
that.
feels like what I would expect a condom to feel like. I don't think you should use this one though. I don't think this
It was
one's.
just a donut. It's
I don't-
just a latex donut.
I don't think this one's very usable anymore though. All right, this might be as far as I can get without.
Oh, my
puking.
God. Dude, where'd the condom go?
Well, that's a good question, Gavin. Okay, I'm feeling.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't even think I can get it out. Yeah, no, I can't. Just kind of peeling like a snake. All right, well, I'm glad we.
Hey, that's not the only thing that peels like a snake.
I'll tell you what. I'm glad we figured that out.
All right, let me get you some.
That was worth it for sure. Now I get what all the hype is all about with these YouTube accounts doing things like that. Just bring me the roll.
The whole roll.
Just bring me the whole roll. Should I lick my fingers?
Yes.
All right. Well, I was gonna use this. I guess I can't use that anymore. I'm good. I don't need the roll.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
You're free.
I got scared. I had to breathe real quick. Anytime I'm telling someone, yeah, I'm just really anxious right now. They're just like, just remember to breathe. And I'm like, you know what, you're right.
It's so aggressive.
You got to do it aggressive. You know, it's so funny because there's no reason to be
no
aggressive
reason
about it.
at
But I
all.
just wanted to be.
What if you breathe back into that?
Now you want to hit?
Yeah.
Want to try it out, dude? A little sip here.
I like the sex music that's playing. Bouncy.
This is like Cinemax music. Did you see the instructions? Just take those home for later. I don't want you to forget.
Oh, I will need this.
I know you're very forgetful, so.
Tire el condom. No se puede usar otra vez. Remember, use only water-based lubricants that contain no oil. Oil will damage to the condom. Use condoms for oral, vaginal, or anal sex to help prevent disease.
So I shouldn't use Crisco?
Lubricants with non-oxidol 9 will give more protection against the AIDS virus. In the laboratory, non-oxidol 9 kills the AIDS virus. Have safe sex. Have safe sex. Do not let your partner's semen, cum, vaginal fluids, blood, urine, piss, or feces shit enter your body.
Does it say shit?
Yes.
Does it really say shit?
Yes.
Where does it say shit? God damn it.
At the bottom before it gets to Spanish.
Oh, just in case you didn't know what it was. It's
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Urine, piss, feces, shit. Remember! That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Keep that.
I will. I'm gonna get this tattooed on me.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, where everybody can see it. That'd be so sick, man.
Yeah, everybody can see how you put it.
I would put mine. I put this picture on my hip, so like whenever people pull it down,
so
I
you
show 'em.
remember.
Yeah, so I have it like here. So when people pull down my pants, I'm Joe Biden right now. When people pull down my pants, they'll see it and they're like, "Oh, that's how you do it."
That's what
how
you're
you
supposed to do.
Of course, I should have known.
Because you just, I can't even say so. I don't want to say what I was. Gonna
No,
say.
yeah, you'll tell me after the show though, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, I will if I remember. It's just it's probably not even that bad, but I just,
Got to do your censoring yourself.
The wording of it that I was gonna use is not very good. Hey, let's talk about Redbox. Speaking of things to do with condoms, watching movies.
Redbox and chill. Much?
Redbox and condom.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in our day, we used to have Redbox and chill.
Yeah, and we used to sit under that sunshade and shop on the movie screen. They used to have a Redbox.
The sunshade.
Yeah, the sunshade. Yeah, the sunshade.
The sunshade.
There was this Redbox that was in our Schnucks, in our local Schnucks right up the street.
Inside?
Yeah, and that was where we used to get it mostly. And then there was one at the McDonald's, literally like
Right
next door.
Yeah.
So it was like, do I want it? Like if we went grocery shopping, we would get a Redbox.
Yep.
Or if we like went to McDonald's and we'd get a Redbox. But was it cheap? I don't know like what the price range was on it.
I think it was relatively cheap. So first of all, just before we get into that, in case anybody doesn't know, I have an article about it. There's no reason to read it. Redbox is going away. Actually, fuck, it is kind of interesting though. Redbox is going away for good. They're going bankrupt.
And they're not paying their employees.
Yeah,
this
I
is
guess
from our favorite
we don't even really
website.
need to read it because actually you're right. I mean, that's all it was. Is they're going under. They're owned by Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Yeah, which is
Which bought them
book,
out.
The books. Is that straight? Do you think?
I'll probably have to get up and check it in a second. Yeah, the books, they bought them back in like
2020 or something?
Yeah, a really stupid time to buy them for like what, $1 billion, I think it was.
Something ridiculous. And I was like, what are we doing?
And they went under, and then they like halfway into the month told their employees they were shutting down and they weren't going to pay them for the couple weeks that they worked. So just like an absolute piece of shit thing to do.
$370 million in 2022.
Yeah. So not a cheap amount of money.
2022.
2022. That was 2 years ago, and they're already fucking.
Wow.
Obviously, like nobody gives a shit about them anymore.
Okay, so Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment. This is from IndieWire.
Okay.
My third favorite website. Fifth all time, but third for news sources. Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment acquired Redbox in May 2022 for $50 million in stock and the assumption of $325 million in debt.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you can say that they did a really good job to make sure they were securing the future in mind.
Securing the bag.
They were really securing the bag. So they went under, and now they said they hadn't paid their employees for the last month. I guess by this point 2 months if they're still around, and we're operating on the assumption that they would not give people severance packages.
No, they're
so
done. And it wasn't a
Soup
ton
for
of
the Soul,
employees, but it's
which
still a
I
lot.
believe I've heard may have Christian undertones.
Yeah, I think I've heard that too. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I mean, it's fucked that they did that completely. Not surprising though either. But it sucks for all those employees who are now just like fucked out of a paycheck and also a job. And I think the one thing that we were discussing is what are they going to do about all the boxes? Are they just going to stay there? Because, you know, they got to figure out a way to get rid of them. And I feel like they're just going to stay there. I still see them, you know, at the few places that they're at. They haven't gone anywhere.
No, we saw a relic of the past.
Yeah.
Driving to St. Louis.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
We saw a Redbox.
Yeah, we did. You said there's a relic over there. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's a relic.
I didn't know Walgreens were still around. And you said, no, that's a Redbox.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if those just stay there and rot.
They
for the
also
rest of
owned
their days.
Crackle.
What?
The app Crackle. There was like a movie, kind of like a Netflix site that was called Crackle.
Okay.
And they owned that too.
Okay. Sounds cool, man. I'll have to subscribe.
Yeah.
But yes, it's not only is it sad for them, but it's also sad for us. I mean, I haven't gone to a Redbox in forever. It became a joke over the past like year or so that when we would be driving places for one of us, usually me, to go, oh shit, do you mind if we stop off over here? I got to drop off a movie at a Redbox. Because like, why would anybody be renting a Redbox now?
I'm sorry. I'm
You're on the
scrolling.
Reddit. You're on
I'm
the
scrolling
Reddit.
the I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling ChristianForums.com.
Okay, cool. Like that website.
For Chicken Soup for the Soul books.
Okay.
The last time the thread was started in July 29, 2004. So
Okay.
literally 20 years ago.
Seems like a good place to get your
Yeah,
information.
so I'm just looking.
Okay. But it's sad because, you know, I think we both have a lot of memories with Redbox, as Gavin was already kind of talking about. So, you know, it's like sad to see, you know, a part of your childhood going away. What do you
One
got?
question for you. When does life truly begin? There's an ad on this website. And then if you don't answer it, it says, oops, please make a correction or please make a
shit.
selection. So it's either at conception, at first heartbeat, conception, sorry, not consumption.
When you consume the baby.
Yeah, when you consume the
Why
child.
don't you ask this?
At conception, at first heartbeat, at 20 weeks after birth. I'm going to say after birth.
So
okay.
it's like a Christian CAPTCHA.
Yeah, it is. It says, see the results when the poll ends.
2004.
2004, circa. I've read many of them, but I can't read them often because they make me cry.
Aw.
From ChristianForums.com. I'm bookmarking this one.
Yeah, you should, dude. That'll be we'll transition out of Nextdoor Drama into Christian forums.
Yeah.
Pulling all the forums from 2004. But yeah, you know, sad to see our childhood going away. I would go to Redbox a lot with my mom usually.
I think the
We'd have a
most we
movie
ever
night.
got in one night, I think was like most movies.
Whoa, you guys get multiple.
Yeah, I think
You guys
we
had
had
a
five.
good. You guys had a good growing up.
I think we had 5 movies in one time.
Jesus Christ. We
But
would
we-
get one.
No, we'd get
That
like
was
2
it.
or 3 every time.
Damn. And do what? Watch them all in one night?
2 nights.
Damn.
Yeah.
We got to return it the next day.
You don't have to.
Well, then you get charged.
Like $1 a day or something like that. It was like
It's
really
a lot of
I-
money. It adds up.
But if I'm not, whatever.
Come on, dude. Don't be that guy.
It was that or buy the freaking DVDs, dude.
Don't be that
And
guy. Go to a library.
And we did buy a lot of freaking DVDs. We actually did rent a couple. Actually, I rented a game from the library before.
I rented a lot of movies from the library as well. But the newer movies, you'd go to Redbox.
Yeah. Because they did get those titles very quickly.
Yeah. Like as
They
quick
were-
as like
yeah.
like people kind of complain about movies going to streaming so fast. They were hitting Redbox pretty quick.
They
too, man.
were, yeah.
Like maybe
I thought Redbox and Netflix were related for a really long time.
I did too. I kept thinking.
I was like, why is there Netflix if we have Redbox?
Right, dude.
I'm
don't need
serious. That was
Netflix.
like one of those things where I was like, why do we have this? Yeah. And then
Because
do you remember GameFly? That was
Of course.
Did you ever use GameFly?
No, I
God,
didn't play video
God,
games.
how badly did I want to use that service?
Well, it sounds like you grew up in the wrong generation, pal.
I did. Should have grown up 10 years earlier whenever I was a real 90s kid.
I don't have any specific memories of what movies I got or like any. I just remember like, of course, loving going to Redbox and scrolling through the movies there. And
They did have a
renting
really
one.
good menu.
And then like being online and like looking to reserve one.
I forgot
Like
about
seeing
that.
where like
What-
which one we
Redbox-
could go
yeah,
to.
yeah.
And then being disappointed that the movie I wanted to watch wasn't at one, or we'd go there and it wouldn't be there.
Because someone would have already gotten it.
Someone already rented All Dogs Go to Heaven or whatever.
Yeah. Fluke.
The last movie I think we ever got from a Redbox that I can think of. Oh, you know what?
I think it was Pirates of the Caribbean for us.
The actual last one I got was not that long ago. I think it was in I want to say 2019, maybe 2020. And it was Midsummer, the A24 movie.
Yeah, I know that movie.
That was the absolute last one because it was me and my girlfriend at the time went and picked it up at a Redbox.
Reserved it.
Reserved it and picked it up there. And of course it was there because, who else
Who was using Redbox in
this is not
2019?
exactly. But that was the absolute last one. The one I thought was the last one until that memory literally just came to me now was the Melissa McCarthy movie Spy
Oh, God.
that we talked about not that long ago.
I do remember there was that movie called like Spy Next Door.
Yeah.
I do remember getting that on Redbox.
Oh.
But I didn't watch it. I think we sent it with my sister to stay at my aunt's house.
You're like, take this fucking
Yeah.
movie and get out of here.
Yeah, then I think we ended up buying it later.
Another one I just remembered, Kingsman, the first Kingsman movie.
Wasn't that out on Netflix though? Didn't that like premiere on
No,
Netflix?
that was another one. This was like the first Kingsman.
The first one was in theaters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one was like
Yeah, the second one wasn't.
2014 or
Yeah.
or like
I-
2012. like
I remember that.
2013.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. Other than that, I don't have any memories of like other movies. Do you? What are some that you like? Do you have any good memories of like any movies that you saw on Redbox or saw?
I think Avatar.
for the first time that you were like, "Whoa, that was fucking
Avatar.
that sticks with me."
I think I remember
Avatar.
watching Avatar on Redbox.
I think we did that too because we watched Avatar at home.
And I
had it on
remember
Redbox.
going over to my next door neighbor's house to watch it too. It was such a
Actually,
phenomenon.
I think I saw Redbox in the theater in 3D.
The Redbox in
We
theater.
saw Redbox in 3D. We saw Avatar in 3D. we went and saw the sunscreen in 3D. It was
yeah,
crazy.
it was crazy.
We were tripping on
Yeah.
ketamine.
We were in a huge K-hole. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I think Pirates of the Caribbean was one of the last ones if I remember. And it was
Yeah.
like and like I do remember very fondly watching like the
That
third.
was a long time ago.
Yeah. The third
Dead
one
Man's
I
Breast?
do remember that one was like that one we watched on Netflix, on Redbox for sure.
You watched the Redbox on
Netflix.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, we did. There's gonna be a Netflix show about the downfall of Redbox or something like that.
Redbox.
Something like that.
I'd watch it. Yeah, it was just always a good memory because, like you said, we would go and like it was always like
Blockbuster was what we
special-
really did a lot more of, though.
yeah, but Blockbuster went under like pretty early in our lives.
That is true.
That was like 2000s, like
No,
that was the aughts.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was like we would get a movie on like a special treat occasion.
2014. Fuck you.
Yeah, but when did our Blockbuster go under? It was
Probably like
definitely not
2010.
2014.
2010 probably.
I think it was even earlier than that.
No, there was
Okay.
like they had like a lot of locations.
Well, I'm talking about the one that
Yeah.
by churches.
Yeah, that
one went under really early.
Yeah, that one was probably like 20,
Because those are like
2009.
fading memories for
Yeah.
me. I still have them though. I remember being in a Blockbuster with my friend and his mom, and I remember seeing the popcorn buckets that like would have the pop thing in the bottom. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to get one of those, but I didn't. I just wanted one of them.
I remember my grandma tried
talking
getting
about
us to watch
Blockbuster.
this. I know. I remember my grandma trying to get us to watch this movie for fucking years from
What was
Blockbuster. It was that that one that Paul Rudd brings to Conan O'Brien's show all the time, where they have that alien that pushes that guy off the cliff.
What? This sounds not real. Paul Rudd in an alien movie where he goes
No, he's not in it. He's not in it. It's a clip that he brings to Conan's show as a bit.
Fuck! I know what you're talking about. God damn it!
Mac and Me.
Yeah, Mac and Me.
That was a movie that my grandma tried to get me to watch.
Because she liked it.
No,
that's like
no. It was
notoriously
something
a terrible movie.
No, it is. It is. It was just something that was always like on the shelves in the kids aisle. So she's like, "Oh, you guys don't want to watch this?" I remember that very, very vividly, and I was like, "I don't want to watch this." And I remember we watched another one where it was like shitty dragon puppets like that, and not like the Jim Henson movie with the weird puppets, but this was
Dark
another.
Crystal.
Yeah, not that one. But yeah,
yeah, Mac
I do
and
remember
Me.
that.
Because
Yeah.
there's the alternate ending where they push the kid in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
Like down a hill.
yeah,
or
that's what it
something.
is. Yeah,
Which that movie is literally just a direct rip of
E.T..
E.T., which is funny. But yeah, going to Redbox was always like because it'd be like the special treat. We would, like get food out from somewhere and get a Redbox movie and come home and watch it.
So yeah, rest in peace, Redbox. We'll see you
R.I.P..
around.
We'll see you.
See you in the next life, pal.
Till I see you again.
All right, let's see this Helen Keller shit, man.
Let's do it.
Shit, it's quiet. Shit.
Look what I found. 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 Look what I found.
Dude, way to fade it out. The best part. Why'd you fade it all the way down?
I don't know. I was just.
I don't know. I was just fucking with you.
Look what I found, a segment I do every once in a while where I find something and I show it to Gavin and to you, the audience. This week, a little birdie told me about something called the Helen Keller Festival in Tuscumbie.
I think I know a guy.
In Tuscumbie, Alabama, which is her birthplace. Whether you think she's real or not.
She was inbred too.
Was she?
No. Just trying to
I
find,
don't think so.
trying to find more lies to spread about her, right?
Well,
Because that's what all they did.
You're going to hear some real interesting things about her towards the end of this. So my friend Joe, shout out Joe, lifelong friend actually, who I believe is a fan of this show from the last I heard. I don't know if he still is, but the last he told me he really enjoys listening to it.
yeah.
So if you're in this, shout out to you, Joe. We were together and he was like, "Have you heard about this?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's like a big thing and they do a parade and all this shit." And I was like, he's like, "I'm telling you, because I think you should look into it. I think it'd be like, something you guys could talk about." And I was like, "Absolutely." I'm like, "Of course it is." Like,
Yeah.
this is right up my alley. So this clip from the parade has been going viral on TikTok. And it comes from, I guess it's a repost, but it comes from this girl whose at name is Miracle Worker Ivy Green, who she works with the, I don't know, Helen Keller Foundation in Tuscumbia. And they put on a play where she's playing the caretaker of Helen Keller. And then this girl, whose name I can't remember, maybe they say it,
Maybelline.
is playing Marjorie, is playing Helen Keller. So every year they put on a Helen Keller Festival with a parade, and this is the clip that was going viral from it. And I can explain what is happening to you after we watch it.
I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to.
I mean, yeah, at the end, I got some dirt on Helen Keller.
Okay. Oh, Lily.
Lily. So you're probably wondering what the fuck just happened there, because I was too. It took me about 20 times watching this to figure out what exactly was happening. So they like I said, they put on like a. Did I say that they put on a play? They put on a play, and so their float is like to represent the play of it.
Yeah, like the production.
And what was happening there is that the caretaker person was pointing at someone with a camera, and being like, "Oh, do your thing," so we can get the photo op of it. And that's all it was, and it was just very weird. So that's like a big thing that she does. That's apparently very similar to what Helen Keller would do.
Yeah,
I
she
guess.
would throw tantrums.
Yeah, exactly. She would throw tantrums. So that was like
from that one movie that we had to watch in high school. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Maybe we watched it in gifted.
To Catch a
English.
Predator.
Perhaps we watched it in gifted English only.
Sorry, dude. I wasn't gifted with English. I don't know if you could tell. So that was that was
trying
the clip.
to kill Christ.
Yeah, we were. They were trying to kill Christ in English class. That's why I
And the Bloods and the
abstained from
Crips
that.
were in St. Charles, by the way.
Oh yeah, dude. And with the kitty litter boxes.
Yeah.
That was a part of their agenda.
Right. So this Helen Keller.
This was
what
going
I was going
viral.
to, what I was going to say was that
Here we go.
they just put a whole
Strap
bunch
in.
of they just put a whole bunch of blind people next to a street, and they're like, "Here comes the parade."
Here comes the parade. We're gonna tell you all about it.
Yeah, we're gonna, and it's not. There's not a parade. They just
fool them.
yeah. That's the joke I was gonna make. Is
Helen-
that how is it a Helen
That's
Keller
a good
parade
joke.
if
That's fine.
if they're if she was blind and deaf, then
Yeah.
they're like
How does she even know what's going on?
yeah, how should she know that there was even a
She's
parade?
still alive. So that was going viral.
Well, I just saw her on the screen. She's still alive.
Yeah, and she's still a kid. She got Benjamin buttoned.
Whoops.
So this was from just a few weeks ago because it literally just happened a few weeks ago, but it's been going on like every single year, as we'll come to find out. It's
been going on every single week. And again, we bring these blind and deaf people to this parade, and they continuously think that they're going to see this parade, but I don't tell them any different.
But they don't.
They don't know.
So this comes from this girl who is in it. It comes from her account. And the caption says, "It's Helen Keller Festival Week, and the cast of The Miracle Worker love the parade." So that's what the play is called, The Miracle Worker.
That's also what the movie was called.
Was it really? Oh, yeah, it is. You're right, because that would make sense. So we'll just watch this. I can't remember what it's about, but I think it gives a little more
Tuscumbia.
explanation.
We're from Tuscumbia. It's Helen Keller Festival Week, baby, and Helen Keller's birthday today.
Helen Keller is real!
Tuscumbia, Alabama is the small town in Alabama outside of Sheffield where Helen Keller was born and raised, baptized over here, and lived like 2 feet away. And this is where Anne Sullivan first came whenever she first met Helen Keller, and then the journey goes on from there.
So yeah, that was a little explanation of the festival and what goes on there from those two people who do a perfect
Yeah, they probably do.
reenactment of it. Here's a clip from a local news station this was from the Helen Keller Festival from 2022. This kind of explains it a little bit more too.
Happy for them.
I'm very happy for them.
Well, one of the biggest events in Northwest Alabama is back this year. The Helen Keller Festival officially
Don't sound too
starts
excited.
tonight at 6 o'clock.
And festival officials say they're expecting a big bounce back after being plagued by COVID last year. News 19's Addison Willman has more.
The Helen Keller Festival is one of the largest events in the entire Shoals area every year, and especially here in Tuscumbia. This year's festival kicks off Thursday night at 6 o'clock with a parade through downtown Tuscumbia, followed by live music in Spring Park.
When we're talking to all the hotels and the different restaurants that are around, not just in downtown, but even on the outskirts and in the surrounding cities such as Sheffield and Muscle Shoals, the economic impact that it has is huge. I mean, like right now, every hotel in this area are completely booked.
This is the 44th annual Helen Keller Festival here in Tuscumbia. The event typically sees nearly 20,000 people over the weekend that come to celebrate Helen Keller and her accomplishments. Co-chair of the festival, Jamie Smith, says they had a down year due to COVID in 2021, but they're hopeful for a big bounce back despite the extreme heat.
We know that weather is going to be a huge factor. Usually we're fighting rain at this point, and this year I think we're going to be against the sun, which is going to be a little different.
The festival will have tons of events, including live music, performances, arts and crafts, vendors, and more. Everybody is encouraged to take their families, bring a blanket or some lawn chairs, and enjoy all that the city has to offer. In Tuscumbia, Addison Willman, News 19.
So it's crazy that many people apparently show up for it. They're selling out the hotels in the area.
20,000 people is not an insignificant number, but allegedly that's what the Cardinals do every time they're in town. So I mean, I feel like I should just be Helen Keller at a Cardinals game. You know what I'm saying?
But are they selling out every hotel in the area? Apparently,
No.
Which there's probably like 5 in Tuscumbia or
Two.
something. So I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." Here's another clip from.
Oh, there's more.
This is really short. This is from the Helen Keller.
No, I'm more just like, wow, there's more clips than I thought.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just a few kind of explaining it because I have
Again, it's one of those.
This one made me realize
Raises more questions than answers.
Yeah, raised more questions to me. So this is from the Helen Keller Festival last year.
Okay.
Helen Keller's life and legacy will be celebrated in the Shoals this weekend, and Keller was one of history's most remarkable people. She was born in Tuscumbia. She was healthy when born, but at 19 months, a severe illness left her blind and deaf. But as an adult, she championed and advocated for blind people around the world, and the festival is an enduring component of keeping her story alive.
We enjoy, seeing the different floats, the different people, the old cars, the motorcycles, the little twirlers, they're so cute.
Festivals at Spring Park, there is a $5 admission Friday and Saturday, but it is free on Sunday.
So immediately watching that, I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck does any of this have to do with Helen Keller at all? This is just an excuse for them to have some fucking like stupid festival. I mean, like we do a stupid festival here in town every year.
Yeah.
But they're doing it because of Helen Keller, and there's nothing like watching those first 2 clips. You're like, oh, okay, it's about Helen Keller. Like they do reenactments
parade.
of it. Yeah, it's just invisible parade. No, it's just a fucking parade. Like that lady was like, I love the Helen Keller Festival because they got the floats and the old cars and they throw out candy and all
the twirlers and the motorcycles.
And what is this guy doing in the parade, by the way?
Get your rascal out of here.
Get your rascal out of here.
God damn it, you're not supposed to be in there.
I said you weren't going to be in the parade.
You said you were paying for a float, and I damn well know you didn't pay for that.
You did not pay for that.
You did not pay to be in the fucking parade.
I just wanted to ride my rascal around, okay?
Go to hell.
Oh, damn it. All right. So yeah, it just made me go, what the fuck? And and then that other clip they were showing like carnival rides, and there was a clip that was like some like random band. It was like
marching band.
Johnny and the Fuzz kick off and open the Helen Keller Festival. It's like they're a whole set of them playing.
Is there a clip of that?
Yeah, dude. Let's see if I can find here. Because I literally was just like, because also it's funny because I was like, oh, this is like a viral thing. There's not many clips of it online, and they're all like serious ones. Let's see if I can find it. It was really funny. I didn't watch it, but
there it is.
Strange Waves opens the 2022 Helen Keller Festival.
All right. Well, for their first time at the Helen Keller Festival, please welcome Shoals favorites, Strange Waves.
This is as big as Woodstock.
Sounds like it.
We have no monitors.
Helen Keller would have been so proud of Strange Waves.
She would have been able to hear this one too.
She would have been like, what? Strange Waves? Really?
Strange Waves is what she was feeling whenever people would talk to her.
Whenever she threw that fit.
Yeah. But she would...
Strange Waves of emotion.
Right.
And also, I thought she was born blind and deaf. I didn't realize that it came later. They said after 19 months she was blind and deaf.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Really? Well,
it's starting to make me question if she was even real. I also love that clip in that thing where they're like, Helen Keller is real! Which I think comes with a wave of like TikToks of people being like, Helen Keller's not real.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to keep making disabled, misogynistic jokes for the rest of it. Yeah.
I think you should.
I think that's...
You haven't said anything bad. You haven't.
I'm just thinking of like maybe a blind...
You could. I don't want you to, but you could.
I'm not going to.
So the other thing that got me thinking, because I've known some things about Helen Keller.
You've watched The Miracle Worker.
I did. I was in it. I played Helen Keller.
Do your impression of Helen Keller.
All right. That's also the other thing too. It's like pretty insensitive.
That's all I was like.
Hey, do it for the camera. Do that thing where you act like a.
The thing you do.
The thing you do. You know what I'm saying? Where you act mentally challenged. I don't even know if she was mentally challenged though.
I don't think she was, because it was probably more of a frustration thing. If you're if you're a kid, you can't hear and you can't see. You're gonna throw tantrums.
Yeah, I would. One time I couldn't hear and I fucking flipped out.
Yeah, that's why you got tubes in your ears.
That's why they put tubes in my ears.
That's gonna become more common.
Yeah, it will be, dude. It got me thinking though, because I was like, I was like, I don't think Helen Keller was that great of a person. Like, you always hear about she has all these accomplishments and everything and all that. Because I've known.
Maybe it was Ann Sullivan posing as her.
Posting as her.
Yeah,
on
she was
TikTok and Twitter.
She was posting.
Because she did. Now, she let me just read this excerpt before I go on anymore.
You got to read a book on Helen Keller.
This comes from Wikipedia.
I think you'll maybe get like a better idea of like what Helen Keller.
Well, maybe you'll get a better idea when I read this fucking excerpt from her Wikipedia, you son of a bitch.
Maybe you'll freaking get this one.
This comes straight from Wikipedia. This is not a joke. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know. No, I did not.
And like...
This comes from Wikipedia. I swear to God, this is known, and I'm surprised that you don't know this. I haven't even read it, and I'm surprised you don't know it.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it.
Keller supported eugenics, which had become popular with the new understandings as well as misapprehensions of principles of biological inheritance. In 1915, she wrote in favor of refusing life-saving medical procedures to infants with severe mental impairments or physical deformities, saying that their lives were not worthwhile and they would likely become criminals. Keller also expressed concerns about human overpopulation, which I do have to agree with her on. Not in any correlation to eugenics or needing to that their lives are not worth saving because they'd become criminals.
That was really big in that time. That was huge. Like that was like huge. And
you're trying to back it up.
No, I'm backing up. I think that she was probably just indoctrinated. She obviously, she grew up in Alabama too.
Yeah, but then that means that she's saying that she doesn't think her life was worthwhile, but yet they put all this care and effort into her. But maybe she's like, she wasn't saying anything, but maybe she thought, well, I wasn't born that way,
right?
So I scathed by it.
I think that's what it is.
But it doesn't make it right. That's absolutely insane.
No, absolutely not.
The Nazis were eugenicists. Like they were,
and they took ideas
eugenics.
from American doctors, like
exactly,
and Helen Keller probably,
right?
They probably invited her to a dinner or some shit. That they're like, "What do you think if we did this, Helen?
Helen, why can't she not hear me? Hello, Helen. Hello. What is the problem? Why can she not hear me?
What is the problem?
What is the problem? She wanted to come with that care worker, but we said she could not come.
And now she all of a sudden can't talk?
And now she can't talk. Oh, because the puppet master isn't here.
Who's pulling your strings, Helen?
Helen. That's not nice. That was my impression of it. That was the only impression Helen Keller I'll do. So she, but like because you're right, Gavin, I did read up on her because I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I remember her being like into eugenics.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing some of her tweets.
The guy who did the brother of the guy who started like Kellogg's cereal brand was also a eugenicist.
Yeah, we talked about that.
But like he got into that like I'm not saying it's completely out of the question, but like he probably went to conferences that she also attended, and he's like, whoa, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Yeah. I'm trying to make you poop, and you're over here talking about eugenics. I kind of like that idea.
You ever done a milk enema? Isn't that what he would do?
Coffee? Yeah, it was like milk enemas. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever done one of those, Helen? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I was reading up on her because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I knew that about her, but I was like reading her Wikipedia and like reading her political views, and it was like she was a part of the Socialist Party. She was like, pretty well aligned with like beliefs that I believe, not saying everything. And then I get down, this is at the very bottom of it. They're like, Wikipedia was really trying to be like, she's a great person, but she did say this one thing about them becoming criminals.
Which
was
huge in that time. Like I cannot stress that enough. That is that's not an unpopular belief at that time.
But they have no evidence to back
they don't.
that up at all.
No, they don't. I'm just saying, no, they don't at all.
Right.
But that was what they believed firmly. So she was probably like, well, then, yeah, that's what I believe too.
Then that's what I also believe. I'm going to become a criminal.
Because it was like any criminal that had offspring, those children would also be criminals. It was like the genes of criminality.
Which is so funny. It was over 100 years ago.
But that these people would be charged with, stealing bread at the
Right.
county market.
Because they were homeless.
Yeah. And they're like, that's
crazy.
And also same thing with homelessness.
Yeah.
They would also think being
Same
homeless
thing.
was like a genetic based thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're absolutely right.
But I'm just
yeah.
saying that while
I'm
out
not
of
giving her the
pocket-
benefit of the doubt.
No, while
I'm not.
out of pocket for her to say that, I'm just saying that it is in today's day and age. But from that lens of that time, I think
Sure.
that was pretty tame.
Pretty tame. Yeah. I agree with you, but I will not give her the benefit of the doubt.
It's fucked up for her to say that
Yeah.
any other person that was born blind or deaf should be dead.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
Because they're going to be criminals.
Yeah. Because she was.
Because she was a criminal. What
Well,
time
she
was-
wasn't born that way.
Oh yeah, exactly. So she's like I said. That's why she gets the pass. Anything else we need to hit on?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about? Do you want to do a quick Carson Cinema Corner? Or do you want
quick,
to move on?
Yeah.
We can do a quick one.
Yeah, you saw Twisters?
Yeah,
In
we can start
40X.
there.
You can see that now, by the way. You can experience that for
Yeah.
me.
I've heard that the smell in there is quite interesting.
Oh, I bet, man.
Because it's just wet
Just
carpet.
ass and just asses and seats.
I do want
for hours.
I would like to go to one.
Twisters would have been the one, man.
Oof, no, that'd be a nightmare for me. Yeah, so Twisters is, I don't know if it's technically supposed to be a remake, but it definitely is.
It's a sequel, I guess. No, it is a remake.
It's not a sequel. It's
the
nothing
Glenn
to do with
Powell
the original.
remake.
Yeah, it's definitely whether it is a remake or not, it definitely is a remake. It's actually funny. So I went to
Did you watch the original one?
I did, and
Okay.
and it's funny because I saw both of these movies at the drive-in at separate times. So I saw the original Twister, no S, at the drive-in last year, 2 years ago, something like that. Don't sing the fucking song. And I know you're thinking about it.
I did.
And then this past weekend, I saw Twisters at the drive-in movie theater.
Was it?
Yeah, I had to say the full
You
name.
saw both? You saw both of them?
I saw one a while ago, and I saw
Uh-huh.
this one
Wow.
recently.
At both at the
And
drive-in?
At both.
At the drive-in
When
movie
I was
theater.
there at the drive-in movie theater. When I was there at the drive-in movie theater. Yeah, so I didn't really have much of a desire to go see Twisters.
Why?
But I wanted
Did you want to get away?
I wanted to go to the drive-in movie theater one last time before moving, even though they have drive-in movie theaters out there.
And 40X.
And 40X.
And Omnimax.
They have drive-in movie theaters in 40X. Some guy walks around and sprays a hose at your car.
Ah, fuck.
With your
Dude,
windows
you're-
down.
Yeah, you roll down the window. Hey, dude, you're...
And then they pump in like gas and
they
fart smell.
yeah.
But
Manure.
I love our drive-in movie
I love
theater.
art.
I love art. I love the drive-in movie theater out in Belleville, Illinois. Shout out to Skyview Drive-In. They just 75-year anniversary this year.
Wow.
Nothing has changed.
And did they...
The only reason
Did they
anything-
also show that powerful movie, but the child traffickers?
Yeah, that was the one.
Did they show
And
that one?
nobody showed
No
out
one
for
showed
it.
up. I'm going to
Dude,
mention that every
oh,
time.
It's so
Really
fucking
good,
funny.
Really good business
Because they
decision.
sent an email. They were
Yeah,
so
they were
excited about it.
What was it called? What was the movie called?
Ah, shit.
I always like it.
Fuck.
Child trafficker.
Yeah, literally. There's a recent one that just came. Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because they just came up with another one that's called The Sound of Something Else.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
And that one actually did numbers. I think Sound of Freedom did too.
And that one did numbers.
And that one did numbers. But yeah, they tried to show it and they sent out an email. And then the next week they were like, we're not showing
We're
that
not
movie
showing it
anymore
again.
because nobody showed up for it.
Still one of the funniest
Oh,
things.
it's so good. I wish I would have saved that. Actually, I probably do have that email saved.
Continuing on.
But yeah, I love
you saw it.
I
Did you
yeah.
see Twisters? Did you enjoy it?
I did see it.
How's it compared to
and
the original?
So the original I enjoyed. It was fun. Bill Paxton's great. Helen Hunt's great. R.I.P. Bill Paxton. It's fun. It's not like an amazing movie to me, and it kind of made me confused why everybody is so horny about it. Because I was like, yeah, I mean, it's good, but it was like a big deal. It was like a blockbuster movie, and I was kind of like, I don't really know.
The real reason
why.
was because of the technology at the time that was used to make the tornadoes in that movie.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, really?
That is true. Yes.
I did not know that.
Like they
That's
used like
cool.
a CGI to make it, and that was like
Oh,
a
I
first
see.
like
First
they
like-
literally did like a 5-second test footage of a tornado hitting the ground, and executives at two studios were both like, "Holy fuck.
Really? I didn't know this about that.
That was
Have
like
you
a
seen
TikTok.
it?
That was a TikTok I saw.
Oh, have you seen the movie then?
No, I have not.
All right.
But they were totally blown away by it. They were like,
I didn't
we
know
have
this.
to make this into a movie. And like, all right, you're gonna make the script. And it was supposed to be Spielberg's wife.
Oh, right, because it is a Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
That's why it was a big deal.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it
But it was
seems
supposed to be his
so
wife.
odd now looking back on it that I was like, why did Spielberg have anything to do with this movie?
There's a lot of Spielberg has done so many movies. Like the fact that he
Jurassic
did
Park,
like
E.T..
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's done Jurassic Park, E.T., and Schindler's List, and Twisters.
And Twisters. That's
I've
lineup.
never seen Schindler's List, but yeah, it's crazy the spattering of movies he's done. Yeah, I forgot that was Spielberg. That's why it was such. I mean, because every movie he did was he started the summer blockbuster with Jaws.
It's true.
Did you see this? So, I like Twister. It's not amazing. It's fun though. That's cool to know about the CGI thing with the tornado. I didn't know that.
It was actually sold out. It was Warner Brothers and Universal Pictures.
They collabed.
They did.
They were like, they
have to get this on the big screen.
I need that goddamn
and then,
tornado on the big
Jan
screen.
DeBont ended
Bless
up.
you.
Yeah, Jan DeBont ended up directing it. Who was a
it wasn't
friend
even
of,
Spielberg produced it.
Yeah, he produced
Okay.
it. It was originally his.
Yeah, his baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it. It was cool. It was actually cool. Fuck, I don't even need to say this. It was cool because there's a scene in Twister where they're at a drive-in movie theater and they're watching The Shining. And the movie they played at the drive-in movie theater when I went before that was The Shining. So they played The Shining and they played Twister. And
Was
then
that
I was
on
like,
purpose?
I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's why they had these two movies paired together. I was so confused why. But it's because they go to the drive-in movie theater and they're watching The Shining. And then a tornado hits.
And then they saw a tornado happen. They're like, we have to make this into a big movie.
We love this movie. So Twisters, with starring Glenn Powell and someone else that I don't remember her name, because Glenn Powell,
Sydney Sweeney.
Glenn Powell is like
the main character, man.
Yeah, he's like the main guy right now. He's like B-list Timothy Chalamet, because he's not a great actor.
Kiernan Shipka.
Bless you. I guess
Daisy Edgar Jones.
Sure. They're all in it.
It's got a 92% on Fandango, but I don't know why Fandango came up before Rotten Tomatoes, but Rotten Tomatoes has a 76.
Yeah,
7.1 on IMDb.
So I didn't like it. I did not like it. I thought it was just the original but worse, and they still are doing cheesy 90s acting, which is very bizarre in this day and age. And the music in it is all country music, and I hate that.
They
music.
didn't take it overly serious. I was half expecting a really serious darker Twisters movie.
So that's what I will say. There was serious elements to it, and when it got serious, it was good. They have an opening scene that I thought was pretty decent, where two people die. That I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
But it's just not a serious movie.
They also do the one thing they do that I was like, oh, that's actually really smart and touching of them to do, is that the scene where everybody, the people who were enemies get together, is they go to a town that just got hit by a tornado, and then they're helping. They're helping everybody. They're going around, and there's a whole scene of them helping and giving them water and food, because they're all storm chasers, and they're the movie's kind of glorifying tornadoes,
right,
in a way. But then they're showing that they're going to these towns and being let's help you guys. We want to
humanitarian.
Yeah,
stuff.
humanitarian stuff. And it's that's kind of smart, because it doesn't glorify tornadoes fully. It shows them
having to repair,
showing the after effects of it, and people there's interviews with people, not real people obviously, but of people being I lost everything, and so I like that aspect of it. But otherwise, yeah, the movie was just
I can't believe you went and saw this, to be honest with you.
I mean, I didn't purposely go see it. It was literally I've just been waiting the past couple weeks for them to show two movies that I had any interest in seeing, and this is the last weekend I could go. And it was Twisters, and then the new Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which I literally was on my phone for the whole movie, because I didn't have any interest in it.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do it. But I watched most of Twisters, and yeah, it was just it was also just very funny, because the movie is probably takes place in the span of maybe a week, and there's like a tornado like every 3 hours. It's like, what? There's not that many. Like, I know they're in Tornado Alley, but it's not that frequent.
No, but it's like a movie.
Yeah. It's very movie tropey, and I was like, "There's no way there's this many tornadoes happening." So yeah,
Then we saw Birdemic on Friday after hanging out with the boys
the night before.
And it was
a movie.
That was one of the movies I've ever watched.
Holy shit! I couldn't. Our friend Spencer, friend of the show,
said that was like a hazing to get into his dorm room. He'd make anybody who like step into his dorm room, they had to watch Birdemic.
So he's watched it many times because he knew every single beat in it, which there aren't many, but he knew everything that was going to happen. The opening scene, I literally wanted to shoot myself in the head because it's him driving slowly in his car for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was literally 15 minutes, I think.
It was fucking miserable before anything happens.
It's literally no joke. Like, I'm not kidding. Literally like a movie that me and my neighbors used to make.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I found out about it, Gavin? Because I looked it up because I was like obsessively thinking about it.
So pissed off.
What do you think the budget for that movie was? Take a guess. Just take a guess. What do you think the budget was?
$1,000.
Yeah, in your heart of hearts, you think $1,000.
$1,000 because of the effects that it probably cost in 2010 to have gunshots and the birds. And like
gunshots that aren't frequent enough.
No.
As much as
not at all. And the birds and like the 3D birds. I feel like that was probably a lot back in 2010.
It was $10,000. I don't know what that money went to.
Well, what
craft service?
Well, what didn't it go to? I mean, it's a perfect movie.
Maybe, but marketing.
Probably.
I was blown. I thought the budget was going to be like $100. 10,000. I was like, that's insane. Because where the fuck did that money go?
They bought the camera.
There are scenes where the camera is literally crooked. They have scenes where they're definitely having one of the kids filming from the back seat because it's like really low and it's like crooked and like shaky and it's like, where did that money go to? I couldn't believe that when I saw that. It was
to buy the $5,000 camcorder.
Yeah.
And then editing.
that could have been like rental stuff.
The lighting they worked on.
That could be. Because I think even Skinamarink, I think their budget was only $10,000. And that's a fucking amazing movie that you should actually go see. Let's see what the budget was for Skinamarink. $15,000. 5,000 more.
2.1.
And that's with inflation. Yeah, what is that about? That's really weird.
People came back around on it and they started hating it. Because they're like, wait, it's just pictures.
Yeah, why is that so low? That's very bizarre.
No,
that's really fucking stupid because I really love that movie. We got to watch that. It's on Hulu. We got to watch that.
I do have to watch that, yeah.
We can watch it on Discord.
We can.
I'd watch it again.
That's true. We can watch it.
Do you have Hulu?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. We'll watch it sometime. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was did I have laughs? Yes. Were there more times where I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I want this to end? That outweighed the laughs? Absolutely. It is not worth watching, in my opinion. I did laugh at some of it, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
No.
There's nothing redeeming about it in any way.
No, absolutely not. There's not even a funny joke. It's like the least quotable movie I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's literally the driest movie I've ever watched.
Yeah, it sucked.
If you want to call it a movie, but it is actually a feature-length film.
It is. It's a feature.
It's an hour and a half.
It's a feature film. It meets the criteria.
40 minutes, right? Feature-length film.
I think so. I want to say. I don't know. I've never made one before, so. Well, maybe one day. All right, moving on from that. Nextdoor Drama. Let's do it. Our final in-person Nextdoor Drama. Will anything change? No. Nextdoor Drama is the least thing that we need to be in person for. So, if you don't know what Nextdoor Drama is, it is a segment we do every once in a while where we go to the infamous Nextdoor blog posting website, which is a blog posting website for your neighborhood where people can post whatever the hell is going on, much like christianmingle.org or whatever that is, christianforums.com. Can you get the camera ready? Get a chance? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And we go there every week, and it's for our local town of St. Charles, Missouri, which we've talked about it, but we might do some double dipping into St. Charles and maybe the LA area Nextdoor. Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get up and clear it out. What was I just saying? Oh, so where we're gonna once I make the move, we'll probably double dip into both of them just to kind of get both perspectives sometimes. But for now, we just stick to our local Missouri Nextdoor, and what we do is we find a blog entry and we take it and we script it out, and we do a dramatic reenactment of it set to music like a script read. Let's take just a quick break so I can clear the camera, and then when we come back, I'll hit the Nextdoor Drama intro song, and we'll get right into it. So I will be playing the character of Catherine, and Gavin will be playing Kimberly. I'm just a Karen, and Gavin is an overly excited Karen, if you know what a Karen is. And the Nextdoor Drama title is, I Did Talk to Manager, I Did Not Pay the Full Bill. And now, just to give a little pre-insight, this actually takes place at a local restaurant Gavin used to work at as a host, correct?
Yeah, host.
You were a host?
I sat people.
Where you were, we can just name drop it, I think.
Dr. Bob Onder, who's running for U.S. State Representative, called me a little piece of shit on Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve? This is not a joke.
That's not
Gavin
a joke.
has told this story
real.
On the podcast before, I believe.
I have, yeah. And he's also he's a Republican, so I automatically don't agree with probably anything that he'd be running on. It's just on principle.
Yeah.
But there's no way in hell I could ever advocate to even consider voting or talking to him as a person.
Yeah, so if anybody, is voting in Missouri,
just keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind that he called Gavin as a 16-year-old?
17-year-old.
17-year-old host.
Or 18-year-old host.
18-year-old host.
Barely 18.
And you probably didn't look 18.
What the hell does that mean?
And called him a little piece of shit again on Christmas Eve. So this takes place at that same exact restaurant with some a pretty unhappy person as well. So without saying much else, I'm going to hit the Nextdoor Drama intro song. We're going to jump right into it, baby. Oh, I think the sound is up really loud. I just averted something terrible. Something terrible could have happened. That's why we pray. This week on Nextdoor Drama. Firebirds at Streets of St. Charles. Gnat infestation! I came in for lunch around 2 p.m. on 7/24. Several things went really wrong. I told the server before I ordered that I had a $10 off birthday reward. I was then brought out the smallest, skinniest piece of salmon on the earth. It was supposed to have lobster and shrimp on it, but did not. Then the dining room was full of flies and gnats. You could literally look across the room and see them flying in swarms. It was disgusting. I have never seen that many bugs in a restaurant. We couldn't even eat because they were dive bombing our food and faces. Restaurant should have closed down at that point to take care of the pests before serving customers. Thirdly, my server charged me $37 for the tiny bit of salmon when the menu said it was $26. Then lied to my face and told me dinner prices started at 2 p.m. She lied, trying to get a better tip because she knew I had a $10 reward. Is that how you train them? To cheat the customer? I asked on my way out and was told dinner started at 4 p.m. Small portions because they knew I would have a reward, lied and cheated because they knew I had a reward, and went through something similar at this restaurant last year with a birthday reward coupon. If corporate is going to send out birthday rewards, they need to train their people on how to handle them. And the gnats and flies are beyond disgusting, and cooking food with so many bugs around is unsanitary. I wouldn't go eat there till they take care of the bug problem. And if you do use a reward coupon, do not tell them till the end of the meal. Otherwise, you will be served the smallest portion ever. If there's an infestation of gnats in the dining area, the kitchen has to be nasty as hell.
That's horrible. If they would have brought out... That's horrible! Exclamation point emoji. If they would have brought that salmon, sushi emoji, out to me, I would have asked them, where's the rest of it? And then let them know that you weren't going to pay for the gnats and flies. Personally, I would make a call to the health department. I would have just paid for the drinks, even if it was just water, left the server a $1 tip and walked out. You just wonder if the tables were properly wiped down before you came. And was there any gloves worn while preparing the food? I have a bug zapping racket and it works. Maybe they should get a few and have the servers use them before seating the diners, or let the diners use them for entertainment while waiting for their food! Exclamation point emoji. But seriously, winking emoji. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
I did talk to manager. I did not pay the full bill.
Call the police!
What a tale. So, man, that sounds like it's going downhill. Do you remember that many bugs?
I don't.
In your restaurant?
I don't.
You didn't have a buzz racket? Or an
no,
assault,
I didn't have
assault
that, yeah.
guns?
I did not have one.
What if you had one of those?
What, reach out from underneath the host table?
How many will it be? It'll just be 2. Okay, just a second.
That's like
full assault.
It's like Men
Dress
in
in
Black. Men in Black.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will not remember anything that's just happened here.
No, the scene where she keeps where they keep smacking the fly, or David Cross keeps smacking the flies.
David Cross is in Men in Black?
Uh-huh. And he keeps smacking the flies, or the roaches, as the guy's talking to him.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, he's trying to talk, and he's like, sorry, give me a second.
Oh, and he's got bugs falling out of him.
Yeah. And he's like, smack.
I don't remember that scene.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember David Cross being in that movie.
No, he's in that movie.
This is the OG, not 2?
Let me check.
Because that would have been during Mr. Show or pre-Mr. Show. Just falling down.
Yep, there he is, Newton.
Really? What year was that?
97.
Okay, that would have been during Mr.
Yeah,
Show.
yeah.
That would have been Mr. Show would have been around. All right.
Yeah, I've worked there, and I do think
Worked there for a while too. Yeah.
Yeah, a year.
Oh,
Around, it was like 8
longer.
months.
Okay.
It was like I take it back. I think it was May to February.
Oh, so now you remember.
It was May to February, so it was 10 months.
Oh, it was less than a year.
Yeah.
Was it before or after Canes? Before.
Before.
Yeah.
I left them and told them that I would go work at a pharmacy. I want to go work at a pharmacy.
And then you worked at
I had to work at Canes.
I didn't know that.
Favorite cop out.
That's so funny. Did you do that on purpose or an accident?
No, on purpose. I did
Oh.
sincerely want one, but I was like, I'm 18 and I haven't even gotten into pharmacy school at this point. So I was like, well, I know who's hiring.
Canes. Raising Canes.
And I really wanted to work there whenever it opened. But they didn't hire 16-year-olds. I don't know why, but I was just like, I really wanted to work there or Subway for a really long time.
There's a lot of people who start. Vic and Doug both started working at Subways.
Yeah.
And I'm not a weirdo for knowing that. They've just mentioned it multiple times. So I know that. I just don't want to sound like I'm some historian.
Super fan.
Some
Yeah.
creep
Yeah.
who knows that. But yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people who have started working at
I really wanted to be. Oh man, how badly did I want to work
Why?
at Subway?
Why?
I
That's
don't
so
know.
funny.
I don't know. I wasn't even good at making sandwiches on my own. It was just like,
Yeah.
God, I want to work at Subway.
damn it! Maybe you'll get that dream one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
I'm hoping for the best. You go to pharmacy school and you drop out.
Yeah,
At a Subway.
go work at a Subway.
Be a franchisee.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anywhere that I really wanted to work that, but I wanted to work at Zoomies really bad.
And you worked there?
Nope. I went there and did the interview and didn't get it. It was a group interview. I showed them that. They were like, "Can we see your ID?" And I said, "Yep, here you go."
You said, "Do not let your partner's semen, cum, vaginal fluids, blood, urine, piss, or feces shit enter your body."
Why didn't they put discharge next to vaginal? Well, I guess it's different technically.
Yeah. Squirt. Why didn't they put like squirt fluid?
Also known as squirt. Squirt.
And
Because then
like,
they would have think they were talking about the soda pop.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think that is a systemic issue there. But also,
You don't remember bugs?
I don't remember bugs, but also keep in mind it is the dead of summer.
Yeah.
And I remember having this nightmare customer very similar to her.
Uh-oh.
Who came in whenever like we only had like 2 servers on. This is just one of the nightmare stories I had from there. And like they would cut servers who were supposed to be scheduled there till like 3 and cut them at like 1. And we'd have a big rush at like 1:30 or 2. And it was always going to happen like that. And I always told them, don't cut. This is Saturday. Someone's going to come. If it's like the Field of Dreams, you will build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Or if you build it, they will come. And more than one way. And I remember this one lady insisted on, like, I was like, "Hey, this is open seating in the bar, full service. Like, you can get food up here." And she's like, "No, I want to sit back there." And like, well,
by herself?
Yes, by herself. It was just her.
And
I'm like,
she was a frequent?
No.
Oh, no.
It was just literally like a one time. And I remember this so vividly because I was sweating buckets. I was like, I don't want to deal with her. And my manager came up and I was like, she really wants to be seated. And he said the same thing. And he's like, "Hey, we only have 2 servers on. They're, as you can see, they're busy with 3 tables each. Like, we can't serve them. We can't guarantee that you'd get the full experience, the full good experience that we expect every guest to have." And she's like, "I want to sit at that table back there." And we're like, "Okay, all right, yeah, we'll seat you. We'll seat you." And I remember my manager coming up and like, he was so livid, and he was like he was being a real dick about everything. He's like, "Oh, how's everything tasted over here?" "Oh, I bet it tastes so good."
Yeah.
Just like, so whatever that word is. Yeah. And she stayed for like, no joke, like 2 hours by herself. And it was like, what could you possibly be looking at?
Right.
Possibilities. Yeah, I remember that was like, it was hell. And it was like, she was the only one there from like 3 to 4. And it was like, congratulations, you've really
wasted everybody's time.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Spend our resources wisely.
Yep.
I've had good experiences there. I actually just had a flashback recently to one of the servers I used to work there. He's dead, but I did enjoy he's
old guy?
Yeah, really old guy. Yeah. Not like a super old guy, but he was really big tall guy. And he was really nice. And I remember he was always funny. Yeah.
So it wasn't all bad.
No, it wasn't all bad. I really enjoyed the staff there. I'm not gonna lie. I really did enjoy the staff. It was really the management that really did it in for me.
It's usually how it goes.
But I liked my one. I liked my one.
Yeah.
I like 2. It was the general manager I didn't like.
Okay. That sounds
The cook
right.
was good. Like we had a not a Facebook group, but we had a Snapchat group. Yeah. So that
Where
was.
You guys would send dick pics.
Well,
I can't make jokes around that about underage people.
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, okay.
I didn't send a dick pic.
No, I know you didn't.
Not.
I know you didn't.
I didn't receive any dick pics.
Oh.
And it wasn't in that group chat. So
I do know about group chats getting sent dick pics though.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Anyways, though, moving on.
Happened to us.
It happened to us?
No.
Oh.
That was a joke.
It never happened to me. I just heard about it happening to other people. It did actually happen to me, but it wasn't the person sending it. It was their girlfriend.
Whoops.
We all thought it was funny. It was fine, but it was, yeah, interesting. Moving on, though. Final segment of our last in-person episode. Cue the tears. We'll do a big hug at the end so everybody can clip that out and, I don't know.
We got to do it still sitting down, like really cheesy,
we'll do
like
it
toddler
and
hug.
really bad and like we look really uncomfortable about it. And we'll read these instructions while we do it because we gotta.
We have to say it. We have to say it in unison on the back.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll end it.
Yep. Please.
Our final segment of every episode, of course, is What You Listen To, where Gavin and I recommend a song, album, or artist of what we've been listening to the past week to each other and to you, the audience, to go check out. Gavin, what are you listening to this week?
Well, I went on a 4.5 mile walk with my father.
I heard about this.
And I listened to the Paul McCartney album, Back to the Egg.
Oh,
or
okay.
the Wings album. And I am just recommending the song.
Oh.
Arrow Through Me.
Okay.
It's a really good song.
I've never, ever dipped into any of P. McCartney's solo stuff. Besides Wonderful Christmas Time.
I'm curious to know if Thundercat drew any inspiration from any of his bass playing.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So, but yeah, it's a good song. You should go check it out.
I will. I want to check it out because I want to dip in. This week, Gavin, really exciting. Show Me the Body released some new music for the first time. Yeah, in 2 years, I believe, since their album that got my Album of the Year award. This is just an EP, though, called Corpus 2 EP 1. Kind of confusing. And, it's not amazing. It's really good. I think they're just kind of having fun right now, which is I love. So it's not like pinnacle.
It's an EP though.
Yeah, it's an EP though. Exactly. It's not like a full album.
It's not supposed to be like the greatest.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to be like, hey, we're still making music.
We're still here, and there are some great songs that I'm like, this could be an album song. It starts out with "It Burns," which is cool. I actually think you would like it. It's just pretty much just straight drum and bass
and banjo.
No, I don't think there's any banjo in this one. It's just straight drum and bass.
Damn it.
Like kind of like a electronic. I mean, there's banjo on this album, of course. Nation of Mine featuring Zulu. Really cool.
Yeah,
we
Zulu's
like Zulu. Is really good. And then my other favorite song is Wings, Wheels, Steel featuring King Yusuf. A lot of features on this album, which is cool. Those two songs are like really, really good. And then there's this song called Fish to Fry, which is good, but there is the absolute loudest noise ever that happens twice in that song. And it is completely unsettling. I do not listen. It's just literally this loud like beep that just like happens for like, I don't know, 10 seconds, but it happens twice and it's like skip every time because it's so it's louder than everything else. And it's like, why you guys like did this on purpose or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this sucks. Every song is great, just besides that song, which is literally just one part of it that fucking annoys the shit out of me. It's good though. I'm excited that they're releasing new stuff. It's fun. I'm excited to see what comes next from them. One of my favorite bands for sure. Yeah, it was great to see them live recently.
You want me to play the outro music?
Yeah. Well, buddy, it's been great. It's been great knowing you. Is this good? Or can we?
I think we got it.
Okay, because you really stink, dude. You really stink.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Jesus. Oh yeah, sorry. This is starting on time.
Yeah, remember,
only use water-based lubricants that contain no oil. Oil will damage the condom. Use condoms for oral, vaginal, or anal sex to help prevent disease. Lubricants with non-oxynol 9 will give more protection against the AIDS virus. In the laboratory, non-oxynol 9 kills the AIDS virus. Have safe sex! Do not let your partner's semen, cum, vaginal fluids, blood, urine, piss, or feces, shit, enter your body. Now let's do the Spanish part. No, I was kidding. Well, I'm glad we did that. That was very important for us to do that. Well, folks, yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us during the in-person times. Now we're moving into
now you're getting what you finally wanted.
Yeah, we're in the after Tim
post Tim PT.
Post Tim that's
It's my ringtone.
Yeah, sorry.
Post
Tim
premature.
Yeah, post Tim post in-person episodes.
Yes.
So it's like PT PIP.
There you go. We'll remember that.
PTPIP.
PTPIP. Yeah, man, it's been great doing these in person. Honestly, it is kind of a bummer not to be doing them in person anymore. This has been certainly a highlight of my week. getting together. I'm good. Choked up. Getting together every single week to do this in person. Of course, obviously, we'll get together every week, just virtually.
Virtually every week.
But this has been great, man. And I'm excited for this new chapter for me and then for both of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It will be fun to see where this takes us. And we're not stopping, but we will not be here next week. Our next episode after this will be August 16th. We'll be back August 16th with a new episode. Go back or listen to our old episodes if you haven't. And we'll see you in
the virtual world. I did not mean for that to go on there.